Hi guys, how are you? So I'm back with the second video, and today what I will try to discuss about is how do you actually come up with an ideal dissertation topic, and it can be also useful if you are an early career researcher and thinking, okay, what type of research I can do after I have done my PhD. So let's start. I'm just going to discuss. If you are already familiar with and are very strong at finding dissertation topic, then you can skip at the end of the video where I discuss how can you actually determine how unique your topic or dissertation title is. So if you want to stay tuned, just continue, and I'm going to show a few steps, and then if you are happy, you can just skip to the end and see how you can actually test how unique your research title or topic is. So this is what I have to discuss at the beginning, where um, there are some suggested techniques, and you can see there are so many different tips and techniques mentioned in various websites throughout Google. If you just simply search how to select a topic, so many different types of advices come up. Instead of going through those websites, what I did, I looked through a published paper. Among those, I think I'm more in sync with what Lewis et al. 2012 has to say. I will put this paper link at the description so that you can also find and have a look. So these are in a nutshell five different techniques that Lewis was mentioning. First thing, and this is a very old technique, and that is brainstorm. So this is helpful when you have have some idea what you want to do, but you are not really focused yet. So sometimes brainstorming can help you to narrow down your focus and think closely that what am I interested to do, and then try to find and refine those thoughts when you brainstorm and come back to a more refined version of a research title or research topic. Sometimes it is good to look outside your own discipline. That is the topic or technique number two. And because these days we are in an era of multidisciplinary research, so if, for example, I'm talking from accounting perspective, when you are looking from sustainability reporting as a research topic, it's not, there is no harm if you just look through uh, sustainability from a very general perspective. Look at what is happening in management research, political science, economics. This can give you more idea. So sometimes it's not always good to just focus only on your discipline because you may not get the full 360-degree view. Um, the third technique is ask why. So this is something you will come across. This is a question when I was doing my PhD. I was consistently facing this question that why does this research matter? And to answer this question, sometimes you have to see what is going on in practice, in real life. If the topic or the research that you have planned for your next dissertation or your PhD or your next research is not connected to what is happening right now, then this why question will never be answered. This why, that means why your research is important. The answer is what is happening now. So if you can look through what are the recent developments in your selected title or the topic, that will help you more to refine a better research title or topic for your dissertation. Then it is always good to talk about it again, you have to be very careful that everybody is actually looking for a research topic. So when you are talking about your title or your topic, try to be a little bit vague to uh, focus more on a discussion instead of a Q&A. You can always, it's always good to have discussion with your friends, your colleagues, your whoever you can trust and you think they are knowledgeable on this matter. But try not to tell them everything that you are planning to do because you might be surprised that uh, you end up seeing your topic has been already published somewhere before you have done anything about it. And finally, mind mapping. This is what Lewis paper was talking about. It's often is good that if you take a piece of paper and draw. Mind map is like putting your thoughts into a piece of paper. You draw, okay, what are the good things, bad things, what are the important topics, the titles, the keywords. It always helps you narrow down your focus and finally refine and to get a better research topic. So this is something I wanted to share that I have read recently from this published paper. This has already been cited many times, so I think it is a quite credible piece of work. I would highly suggest you have a look at it. The link of for the paper, actually, the reference will be at the description. Now, these are the alternative approach that I believe that you might find interesting. So this is something I'm just sharing based on my personal experience. For example, you can look at the first one is again coming back to what I just already discussed is about personal interest, knowledge, and experience. Helps you to focus what actually you are good at and you want to do. This is always better for you to focus on your strengths. But again, you can also focus on some other techniques that can help you to identify if you are currently struggling uh, to find a better research topic or you have no idea what you are going to do. Sometimes you can do literature review, and at the end of the literature review, or sorry, at the end of a paper, you will find most of the time in the conclusion that the author will mention the future research direction. This can be quite interesting and quite helpful for anybody who actually at the moment are not really sure what you want to do, but you have an idea, you have an area that you want to focus on. So you can always download a paper related to that research topic that you have in your mind and read through, go to the end of the paper and look at the conclusion, can find the future research direction that if it is visible, then have a look at it, think whether you are comfortable doing it. If you are, that can give you a starting point. Another thing I often find useful is if you can just simply search Google about an area that you are focusing on and see whether there is any call for conference or special issue. Why? Because when you look through those call for papers, they often give you the areas of interest and sometimes they give you the research question even. That is very useful for any uh, student or early career researcher to actually narrow down the focus and see what actually is more trending. And the special issue actually comes out because this topic has become very influential, and then the journal actually is asking for the experts to give their thoughts on the specific area that is covered under this special issue. So you can look at the special issue or conference call just to see what are the areas that the conferences, recent conferences are looking at. So just to give you or narrow down your focus to to help you identify a topic. And also you can look at Google Trends. That's something I already covered in my previous video. You can look at the tips and tricks playlist and you will find that I have already covered how you can use Google Trends and finally use AI. So these are the two issues I covered already in my previous video. You can have a look. So now I'm not going to prolong the video. I'm just going to go on the final step. So as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, there are some things that you can do to see how unique your research title or research topic is. So you can use a simple trick in Google Scholar. Now, if you type this, as you can see, I have put Google Scholar, I put the search governance and performance. And when I search, it comes out within 0.05 second, 4.5 million results. And the filter here is anytime. So if you are currently planning on doing a research on governance and performance, you can see this is not a very good idea because already this has been a very saturated piece of research area because so many publication has come out. But does it mean that you cannot do a paper on or a dissertation on governance and performance? No, you can. The only thing is now you have to fine tune your area. So one thing you can do is now if I change the governance into CEO over confidence. So this is a very narrow area under governance. If you are interested, you can always look through what does it mean by CEO over confidence. But now if I search for this, you'll see the results from 4.5 million comes down to 34,600. So you see it is becoming more unique. So now in addition to performance, if I put in USA, now it has come down to 19,000. What I can do also, I can put this so it's only focusing on these keywords. Let's see how the search looks like now. So when you do this, it comes down to only 9,430. Then if I change this to GCC, it's only 403. So this is a very simple trick that can help you to identify. At this moment, you can see there are only 403 pieces of work on CEO overconfidence and performance in the GCC region. You can change this to any other governance related topic and any other. So I just narrow this down into one dependent and one this is going to be my dependent variable. This is my independent, and this is the area of focus for the study. So by doing this simple trick, you can see whether the topic that you have chosen is unique or not. And I hope this helps. I'll see you again with a new video, most maybe tomorrow. Until then, enjoy. Have a nice day. Bye.